All right, looks good. Come on back.
Wait, that was a photo. That was a video.
It is the video still. It's recording. So you want to sit down?
Oh, okay.
All right, guys. So welcome back to the channel.
Yes.
It's been over a week since our last one. We've been busy, but we want to continue with our series. We're doing our Persona 5 figures. I got stuck at work for 15 hours yesterday, so I did not shower today. Excuse my appearance. And he is apparently going for the, I don't know, Outworld hobo look. So he's wearing something that resembles, yeah. So today we're going to do a video on Ann Takamaki or Panther in Persona 5. So we'll do the box first, get the boring stuff out of the way. This front, the sides are not anything special, but they do have the same art style as the bottom's very plain as the game, which is very cool. Something that's a little bit different about this one too is it's actually one of the few ones we have that are not Kodabakuya. I'm still saying that name wrong. I'll get it right someday. This one is actually done by Amakuni, which is totally different. Kind of can tell with the box because it doesn't have any of the clear windows that you can see in. It's also fairly thin, which is impressive because the statue doesn't feel like it's a straight up and down statue. But yeah, this was the box and then the statue. Get this out of the way a little bit.
Do you want me to get another?
You want to start with the statue?
Okay.
All right. So we'll try to give you some close-ups. Still haven't figured out how to splice videos together, so can't do like a B-roll at the end, but working on it. We'll get there. So this is on.
Yes, thank you for the lighting.
Yeah. So overall impressions of this statue, I really like the base is different, simple but not too simple where it's boring.
I
yeah, it's cool. I know it comes in a black base, the same thing. It's just black. I don't know what the difference between the red and black base is. This is just the one I found for a reasonable price, so I got this one. This is also one of the first ones we got. So you know, I said in a previous video with Persona 5, we kind of got into the collecting a little bit late with the statues, so they were out. So they were already on the secondary market, and as anybody that's a fan of the statues knows, the secondary market's terrible. They're just like they go way up in price. I don't know why. So when anytime I find any of them for what I consider a reasonable price, I go for it. So that's why I have the red base one. Let's see. Man, there's a lot to talk about with this one. First off, with the costume itself, in my opinion, she has one of the best Phantom Thief costumes. Oh, so you're getting off topic, man. That's a different video.
Okay.
So, the red like leather that she has actually has like a shiny sheen to it in the statue. I
think it's cool.
The paint quality is actually really good on this statue. Really good. I think it's actually probably the best paint for one of the figures that we have.
Yeah, because
I keep going back to the. You want to grab Goro?
Yeah, the Goro Kachi.
So this paint seems very thick. It almost seems like it has like a clear protective layer over it to give it that shine. It seems very high end. Goro, on the other hand, I love the statue, but it doesn't translate very well. You want to hold it up close to the camera.
Yeah, in my opinion, the paint is kind of dull and just dark, while this one is all
the white. I don't know how well this goes to camera, but all the white on his uniform is very thin. It's almost like you can see the color of the PVC underneath, which I'm not a huge fan of. I think it's an awesome statue. Yeah, Goro might actually be one of my favorite statues.
You should go watch our video that we did that.
Good link. Yes, we have a video on Goro if you want to see it. Awesome statue. I love his pose because of who he is in the game. It just, to me, it's so fitting. But the paint value on this one was kind of disappointing. So that was that.
The paint value was okay, just not at all as good.
Yes, but this isn't Goro. So let's go back. Paint on this is awesome. The very little actual flesh tone, but the skin tone looks good, and I absolutely love the hair. I'll try to get close up on this. Yeah. She's got to have like the best hair for a statue. I don't know how they made it look this good. It actually even has like, it's not blonde, it's like that almost platinum whitish color that she has, and it just looks so good. I mean, in my
opinion, it looks like ice cream.
Like ice cream? Okay, don't eat it, but that's fine.
No.
Just like all the detail that she has, like there's like actual holes through it that go. I don't know. The hair is awesome.
I like the whip. I think that's really cool because
The coolest part...
Her whole costume is kind of like, her gloves are pink and it's a bright red. And then her whip, it starts off bright red, and then it goes into a maroon...
Like a brownish.
Yeah, a darkish maroon color.
Yeah.
And I think that's cool.
Yeah, paints are fantastic. Having pink gloves, if you've played the game, that very accurate to the game. Yeah, all those things about it are fantastic. And with the whip, I remember I've watched a lot of other people that do the statue reviews on all these figures. Someone said they didn't like the pose for her character. I actually really like it. I know, like, that's kind of a little wonky with, like, being on one leg and she's leaned forward. So I've heard over time that these statues can start to bend, and could be a problem. And if that comes out, that will stink. But the pose she's in is, once again, very accurate to the game. It's something that a pose she would be in combat. So I really appreciate it. She also has, like, a ton of little, like, lines and folds in the uniform, which is just, like,
I think that
extra detail.
Really nice.
Yeah. They definitely put a huge amount of quality and work and effort into the statue.
If this was something that was given to an art teacher by a student, it would definitely get 100, because...
It's a weird analogy, but sure, let's go with it.
Yeah, okay. Because you can see this isn't just some other statue you could, like, just buy somewhere. People actually put good effort into this. Like,
yeah, the company that made it did a good job.
oh, yeah.
Biggest complaints? Any complaints?
Not really any complaints. Although I think it would have been cooler maybe if, all the other statues, the stand was her mask. So, like, the Joker one we have, his stand, on the back of it, it has his mask. On the Goro one, Crow, it has his mask. The Futaba one doesn't, but she's not in her Metaverse costume, so we can't.
They were also made by a different company, so I don't know if that's something they do. But, all right, two biggest complaints I have. One, as much as I like the whip and I like it adds, like, a more dynamic element to the statue, it does not stay in a singular position, so you can't, like, have it stay up. It just will fall down very easily. So
I know, but I think that makes it kind of feel more like a whip, because a sword I could understand because it's a solid piece of metal, but a whip is a thin piece of rope that is bendable. So I think it is kind of cool how you can bend it.
Well, you can't bend the whip. You can it just falls over.
Remember if you do this?
Okay, so
yeah,
I don't...
See, look, it gets cut.
Well, if you get stuck in here. I don't like that it's as loose as it is. I wish it had some way to, like, lock it into the hand better.
Well, yeah, I think you can definitely...
Well, you don't put it in the hair because you could break the little tips off.
Okay.
You don't want to do that. Then the other biggest complaint I have, if you compare it to some of the other Persona 5 statues, is that the face is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But it also doesn't do anything to remind me of the character. Like, Goro's face looks like Goro. Futaba's face looks like Futaba. But the face on this looks a little more generic.
Well, you can take the mask off.
I know there's the face piece to change it, but it still, like, doesn't look like Ann as much to me as some of the other characters' likenesses do. It's not bad by any means. The quality is fine. It's just as good as the others. I just don't think it looks as much like her as some of the other characters. Yeah. But those are my two biggest complaints. This is still probably my second favorite one of the statues we have so far.
Which one's your favorite?
We'll get to that. But it's a really good quality. So what we've been doing for each one of them is just kind of giving a score, 1 out of 10, to say, like, just roughly how much we like it. And if it's worth the value. If you are into the game or into these statues, kind of to give you our impression of if it's worth it or not. So if you had to go 1 out of 10, 10 being the highest, what would you give this one?
9.2.
9.2, that's very specific. I'd say about 9.5. This is definitely an awesome statue.
So,
minor complaints, nothing major at all wrong with it.
18.7.
Okay. It's a good statue.
7 out of 20.
Really enjoy it. I think if you
can get it, we would recommend it.
Oh, definitely. If you're into the Persona series at all, or especially Persona 5, this is one of the best Persona 5 statues I've seen. there's, you know, a lot that haven't come out yet, but I haven't seen too many of Ann. So this is one of the ones, especially I like the fact that getting all the characters in their, you know, Phantom Thieves uniforms is nice. So really good quality statue, guys. Any final thoughts real quick before we're done?
It is a very good statue.
Said that.
And yeah, okay. But make sure to check out our other videos. We do at least one a month.
Well, this is only our 4th video, and it's already been a month, so we're doing pretty good. About one a week.
So make sure to check out all our other videos.
Yeah, we've done 3 others. They've actually gotten a couple of views, which is super exciting. Our plans, we've got a couple more Persona statues to go over, and then we're going to actually kind of have discussions and talk about some of the game itself. I'm working on trying to figure out how to splice video together to edit it. I am absolutely terrible at electronics, and I haven't figured out how to do that. But we have some big plans. We want to do a lot with the channel. If you enjoy this statue, check it out online. Make sure you get a fair price, and we'll see you guys on the next video.
Bye. Have a good day or night.